Why school doesn't teach you this? You spent years in school. You learned formulas. You memorized definitions. You passed exams. But nobody taught you how to manage money, handle rejection, build confidence, create income, negotiate your worth. Why? Why does school prepare you for tests, but not for real life? School often prepares students for tests by focusing on memorization and rote learning, which can be effective for recalling formulas and definitions. However, this approach may not adequately prepare students for real-life challenges such as managing money, handling rejection, building confidence, creating income, negotiating worth, or problem-solving in various contexts. School education typically emphasizes quick recall and understanding of concepts rather than practical application and critical thinking, which are essential for real-life scenarios. This disconnect can lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration when students find that their academic skills do not translate to everyday situations. To address this, students may benefit from incorporating real-world applications and problem-solving techniques into their learning, which can enhance their ability to navigate complex situations beyond the confines of traditional education. Let me be clear, school is not useless. Education matters, but there's a gap, a big one. There are life skills that determine your success, your confidence, your income, that most classrooms never talk about. And if you don't learn them yourself, you discover them the hard way. 1. School trains employees, not independent thinkers. Most school systems were built during industrial times. The goal wasn't creativity, it wasn't entrepreneurship, it wasn't financial freedom, it was structure, discipline, following instructions. You were rewarded for correct answers, obedience, memorization, but in real life, you're rewarded for solving problems, taking initiative, thinking differently. That's a different skill set. 2. School doesn't teach money because it wasn't designed to. You can graduate without understanding taxes, budgeting, investing, debt, how income really works. Why? Because school teaches you how to earn grades, not how to manage income. Money education is usually self-taught, and that's why so many intelligent people struggle financially. 3. School doesn't teach emotional intelligence. No one grades you on handling rejection, dealing with failure, managing pressure, building resilience, but those are the exact skills adulthood demands. In school, failure is shameful. In real life, failure is feedback. If you don't learn emotional control early, life feels overwhelming later. 4. School doesn't teach you how to build yourself. Formal education equips you with knowledge, but it rarely shows you how to shape your identity and create your own path. This keeps the same spirit but emphasizes the contrast between academic learning and personal growth. Nobody teaches you how to discover your strengths, how to market yourself, how to build a personal brand, how to create opportunities. You're taught to apply, wait, hope, but real growth comes from building, not waiting. And that mindset shift, you usually have to learn it alone. Reality check moment. This is not about discrediting school. It's about understanding reality. School gives you foundation knowledge, but life requires self-education, adaptability, courage, practical skills. The system won't teach you everything, and that's not your fault. But then now it is your responsibility to adapt to real-world experience outside school or education. The moment you realize this, you stop waiting. You stop expecting someone to hand you life instructions. You start reading beyond curriculum, learning real-world skills, building experience early, asking better questions. That's when you move ahead quietly. School can give you knowledge you can acquire but not require. But self-education builds power. If you only learn what you're assigned, you limit your future. But if you take control of your development, you don't just pass exams, you pass levels in life. This is Sly and Grind. No noise, just progress. We are building quietly. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.